Uno momento. There we go. A little less audible. Oop, oop, oop. Ah. That should be fine. Noise canceling my backside. Either way. Either way. Alright. Well, if I hadn't already previously made this announcement, I might have rescheduled it, but... Well, here we are. My first live in 3 weeks. I'm guessing I don't do these nearly as often as I used to. That's what it is. Alright, everybody. Okay. And that should do it. Now another link to the official Guild of Tagathor Discord, which, if you've never been intimately involved with, is where a lot of stuff goes down. You know, it's just the way of life. Hit him with that at everyone. Boom. And then we're going to do it once more. Boom. Boom. Okay. With that being said and done, hello and welcome everybody to another exciting season of Black Knights football. What's going on, GOD, Mr. Ghost of Doom? Good to have you back with us once again. That better? A little more centered, a little more zen. Yeah, I got this cloak hanging off of this fella, but my goal is to minimize things you ain't supposed to see and things you don't need to see, like that. If I had like a big curtain I could hang behind me, we'd be doing a little better. Either way, hello and welcome. I am going to give a very, very short summary of the Black Knights last season, and get to this one. 6-10 last year. Big, exciting game down the stretch, but a little bit of a bumpy road leading to that, and still some quarterback issues. And it's been alright, man. I've been doing my thing. Hopefully I will have a more time on my hands sooner rather than later, but hey. Either way, we jumped up a year to Madden 15. Because I still wanted to upgrade, but I didn't want to jump to the broken, buggy mess that is modern Madden games. This feels like a good compromise. Unfortunately, it does, you know, the whole point of me doing Madden 25 in the first place was to eventually confuse people with Madden 25. But, it's whatever. I've always gone against the trend. Either way, done a couple of preseason games so far. 10 mixed results. Got some new plays in the playbook. Couple of things going on. You want to age your game's franchise mode in one easy step? Colin Kaepernick, I'm ready for the regular season. Yeah, sure you are, buddy. I will take a deep dive into the roster in just 1 second. For all those who are coming back to watch this in the future, They are funny, but when you're trying to actually have a realistic, fun-sounding series, I don't want my entire gameplay to be dictated by a handful of animations. Not my cup of tea. Either way, that's not what you guys give a shit about right now. Firstly, we're going to look at the schedule. Okay, result against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Won a barn burner against the Detroit Lions. Won another big one against... Okay, lost against the Lions. Won in a big way against the Titans. And we finish up against the then St. Louis Rams. It's important to note that the Black Knights timeline encompasses them like a bubble. We age. The NFL at whatever point it is stays the same. So if I were to just randomly jump into Madden 25 or 26, or hell if 2K starts making NFL games again, I would keep the same players aged a year, though the league itself has changed quite drastically, is my point. It's like we're in a hyperbolic football time chamber. We drastically change. The league, by and large, stays the same. Couple things you can do in this game that are interesting that I can't really show off here. We have game prep, where, say, I want to bump up a certain such and such. I can boost confidence to help him get more XP during the week. I can just train him up and work on his overall, give him more XP so he can learn stuff. It's not just, hey, spend XP, spend XP, spend XP, spend XP. There's a wherewithal to things. Unfortunately, I am actually out of game prep time for the week because I've been delegating and auto-saving for the past couple weeks. So, pshaw. It's whatever. Offense and defense are fine. Relative to last Black Knight season, a couple things I want to note. I gave every player a base speed increase. More for skill positions, less for like linemen, because we were getting ran all over. To compensate, I cut some people's awareness down to compensate. That's why the overalls might not seem too intrinsically different, but they are something to be seen. Some players got a huge overall jump in regards to that. Big overall jump. And you will see that when I go into the roster tab in just a second. Last year's roster, a lot of the named people left at behest of, well, me, because this series is about you guys, not about some people from a decade ago or some EA created somethings. So let's take a gander at the roster and the overalls contained within. Right about now. Okay? Silk Bear and Herb Humperdinck return. Starting caliber quarterbacks from last year. Silk came along in a big way down the stretch and has trimmed some weight and gotten some speed back, so he might not be totally one-dimensional in the offense. Humperdinck, the lefty behind him. Travis Trebuchet, the undrafted rookie, returns for the third season, but he did not see nearly as much of a jump as his counterparts. Bryant Pinnacle, the 1,000-yard rusher from last year, returns. 70 overall. A speedy little devil at 95. Speedy Wickets. The man who's been here since the very beginning, returning for his third season, as well as Ham Hock as well. Not quite the big jumps I would have expected from everybody else, but considering what their overalls were last year, hell, I'll take it. Fullback, Renikatsu jumped a good 20 points after his Pro Bowl caliber season last year. Very, very good to see, very good to have. Wide receiver, JT Conheeney. the touchdown leader from last year, Baratheon Buckler, the quarterback turned receiver, the yards leader, and Mace Dagger, who caught the most catches, all coming in around the same overall. King Prince Chambermaid saw a bit of a downturn. Skylar Jamison, last year's very last round selection, returns. And Quiver Knightley, one of the rookies of this class, listed as a punt returner, but we might see him in some receiver packages here as well. Jordy Knight, starting tight end from last year, looks once again to contribute, but right behind him is is Thomas Hunter, who's made a big impression, one of the Black Knights draft picks from this year. 6'3", 365, soft hands for a big man. We might be able to see why in this upcoming game. Gerard Lord returns as well. And yes, I got his name right this time. Left tackle, the round table returns, as well as Elwood Gutworthy, the dwarf. Left guard, another early draft pick, Carrion Needler, has swooped right in and stuck the top left guard position for this team. Hopefully it's the bigness that we need going forward. Rubius Haggard, last year's draft pick, didn't get to play, but the starting center last year left in free agency, and Joffrey Martin is here as well. Don't know why the awareness is so mean to him, but hey, some people just ain't got it. Uther, one of the other Knights of the Round Table, as well as Siegfried Siege Engine, backing him up. What the hell? Right tackle, Caleb Catapult, quarterback turned right tackle, really come into his own in his second year. As well as Bellathor Round Table behind him. If he finds a block, he'll take it in a second. Gotta get used to talking again. Left end, big time Armand Hammer from last year. Tied for the team lead in sacks, starting left end, no doubt, no question. Dudley Cartwright came through in a big way as well. And behind him is another rookie, Casey Haas, who might be clamping up on that defensive end spot. You know who you are. Defensive tackle, Dasa Big Madafaka, the Hawaiian punch himself. Severely the starter, Price Weatherford from last year. Had to change his name because Madden doesn't have enough characters to fit him anymore. Go figure. And behind them is another rookie, Walter Warhorse, 6'7", 325. That's a big fella. Left outside linebacker, Chris Homestead, making a big impression on the starting roster, followed by Dirk Dragonheart, tied for sack lead last year, and Gigis Lancaster, who mostly saw special teams. In the middle, Grayson Wolf, the standout second-round pick from last year, in a big way, followed really quickly by the Black Knights' second-round selection this year, Jackson Brooks from Army. Might be closing the game, but you can't forget about Mitchell Mitf either. All three of these guys will be great on any roster. On the right, we got the one man who stayed despite his being a real player, Tim Fugger, because come on. Alrighty. McCready and Dustin Stevenson. Corner, DeMarcus Demucus, the standout from last year. Stabby Cabbage and Fez Meister both got big overall jumps, as well as Stu Hawk. And Buck Williams, another Black Knights rookie, takes the 5th spot. Free safety, Samwise Tolkien, the big man, the interception leader, dominant at free safety. And Dorian Millins, the man who made the Black Knights' first ever pick 6, returns as well. Strong safety, Pepperoni, got a huge overall jump in the offseason and looks to make a big impression. And Will Scarlett, who will occasionally be seeing snaps at corner as well, also hopes to make a big-time difference. Milton Townsend got a bit of a kick power boost from last year, who couldn't hit anything beyond 50. We'll see if he can this year. And Richard Ballista didn't see a lot of action at punting last year, but still in the upper echelon of punters in the league. So that's the roster. Obviously some difference to what we were used to. And big questions this year if the Black Knights are going to make a run or they still need to retool. I guess with some players coming up big time, we will find out. I guess we'll find out a little bit more very shortly because we got a preseason game coming up. This ain't just roster chat with Tyler. Who wants to sit through that nonsense? I know I wouldn't. All right. I had made a personal change due to some things. That's why you saw me on both ends of the Rams. I wanted to remove a POS from his team, and I don't know if I can go back and remove him now. I used to be able to go back and just delete him right back there, snap, draggle, pop. But I don't think I can. Okay. Might be just something I have to live with, but hey. We'll see. Either way, less confusion. New uniforms for the Black Knights this year. You're going to get to see the white and reds today. If you're just joining us, hello and welcome to another fun-filled year of Black Knights football. Let's get it started. Trey Mason against another big halfback, Bryant Pinnacle. One of the matchups to look forward to in the opening quarter. And just like that, we are started here with the last week of preseason football before the big stuff starts next week. On hopefully a more regular time. And also good reps for me as well to get involved in this. So it's Jeff Fisher, Mr. 7-9 himself, against new Black Knights head coach Jose Curley, who stepped up after Earl Kunk resigned last year. As I was just mentioning earlier, Quiver Knightley out to be the return man. And Greg Zerline, who's still kicking to this day, gets set to boot it to the Black Knights. And just like that, with the opening kick, football is back. Knightley feels it from the end zone and takes it up to the 25. So overall, nothing too particular from the return. And here comes Silk Bear. Last year's big story, hoping to build on an impressive end-of-season campaign last year. And we are back in a big way here. 1st and 10. Draw play to Pinnacle. Gains 4 yards. As you take a look at the Black Knights starting offensive line, a lot of questions to be opened up, and the skill positions look the best in Black Knights history. But will they have the time to make something out of them is the real question. Second and 6 now for the Black Knights.
Let's go.
Got some motion here. Another, well, the ball's loose. Pinnacle gets it rocked out of him, and Jenkins is there to pick it up. Not what you want to see in your opening drive. Pinnacle, who very little fumbled last year, just coughs one up play 2. And if you're going to ever have these fumbling issues, have them in the preseason. Don't have them when the games start meaning something. Not the way you want to start out. Slant route is complete. Bradford able to sneak that one in there. I didn't even see who made the catch. Toss to the outside, he's got room, Mason does. Finally met by a group of Black Knights after a gain of 10. He's met instantly by Weatherford. That time, nothing doing. Let's take a look at the Rams offensive line. Trent Williams, Brian De La Puente, Tavon Austin, Brian Quick, Evan Royster. They got a little bit going on here. What's their next call after losing 5 on that big? They got motion to the outside. Kendricks in motion. Carry to the outside and the big spin move. Tolkien drags him down before he gets into the end zone, but that looked like he had him settled for a second. The spin move keeps him being wrapped up in the backfield. So far, this is not the way you want to do it. Met at the line by McCready, but able to push his way in is Trey Mason. Actually, that's Wilson, excuse me. He went a little further behind the depth chart. Had just enough room to muscle his way in there. And just like that, with not even 3 minutes gone in this preseason game, The Rams gifted with amazing field position after that fumble. Knightley once again on the return. And a big room up the sideline and almost loses the ball himself. Whew. That'll knock the breakfast, lunch, and dinner out of you. Looks like he carries way up the sideline, but thankfully is close enough to where the ball doesn't roll into the field. Not good to see so many fumbles in the outset, though. Not what you want to see. Knight motions to the left-hand side. Another carry for Pinnacle. And good yards on that one, picking up 7. That time the blocking holds up, and more importantly, he holds on to the football. Now to the Black Knights do on 2nd and 3. He finds Buckler. A little bit of motion to the right as Silk rolls out and able to complete it in a big way. And Buckler eats a heck of a shot at the end, though. Well, I better check on him. I sure would. And Silk's first pass is a completion for 15. Gotta love that. Akatsu in motion. Pass a little low and outside and incomplete. Bear took a shot at the end of it. I think Alec Ogletree was over there. You gotta worry about number 99, Aaron Donald. Robert Quinn. This is a scary defense from back in the day. If you let them, they will take over in a big, big way. Second and 10, the curl route is incomplete. Conheeney goes in motion on the right-hand side. Conheeney racks in the completion and gets 3 out of it. Third and 7 now for the Black Knights. You gotta wonder how they're gonna respond. It's caught by Buckler for the first down. What a corner route, which they've been practicing a ton here in the preseason to having success like that. Bradley and Buckler once again making his presence felt. First and 10 here. And they give it to the fullback, Akatsu, who charges forward for 3. Using his momentum to give him something. Second and 8, 27-yard line. Time ticking away in the first quarter. Silk Bear takes it, drops back. Has Buckler wide open! And it looks like he hasn't missed a step since last season. Leading him on a slant route and bringing the Black Knights within the red zone. After the big fumble early, it looks like the Black Knights have cleaned up their act a little bit here. Pinnacle now trying to roll forward for some yards and picks up 5. Black Knights had a very even, balanced attack so far. It's Akatsu who walks in for the touchdown for the Black Knights. The fullback was unthought of coming out of the backfield. And just like that, the Black Knights are a field goal away from knotting this up. Talk about shaking off the jitters. Townsend on to attempt the extra point and puts it through the uprights. Tied 7-all here. What a drive for the Black Knights. 4 minutes off the clock here as they get ready to kick it back. Ballista off to boot it. A yard deep, and Tavon Austin takes a knee. He does not want to run that one back out. Now what do the Rams do on their own drive? At reasonable offense position, as opposed to what we saw earlier. Last time the Rams took advantage of a Black Knights fumble in really good field position and marched into the end zone. This time it's a screen to the outside. And it pays off in a big way before he's met by Tolkien on the outside. Black Knights were not expecting it. And the outside blocking was there until he's met head on by the Eye of Sauron. 17-yard gain. He's met head on by Armand Hammer. That one was going nowhere. As look at the Black Knights defensive line. Pride themselves on a strong linebacking core. And with big jumps in the secondary. Will they make a big impact moving forward? After seeing the big loss of 3 on that last play. It's picked off! Cabbage! What a play! Sent that one a little too high. And it's the D-back making the play on it. It's a shame it won't count in actual stats, but that's Stabby Cabbage's first interception of his career. Pinnacle once again has some room to run. The spin move doesn't help him, but not after he gains 8 yards. They were not fooled by that spin move at all. Hey! It's Percy Knight joining us here. Good to see. Gotta love to see it. Play action. It's caught by Thomas Hunter, but wait a minute, my tack some extra yardage onto that. do? That's going to put the Black Knights at the 10. He has not yet, but he will. Next time I go see him, he'll have his gift. Heck, a slow motion here. Caught by the rookie, Thomas Hunter. And you'd think, with a man with a frame this big, you wouldn't need to use a face mask to wrap him up. But hey. This time Akatsu's met head on, no gain. They were keyed in on the fullback dive that time around. And the first quarter is going to come to a close, which means we're going to see the second team offense take the place. As we wrap up the first quarter here, the scores are knotted, 7 apiece. If you're just joining us, welcome back to more Black Knights football on Tiger Thor's channel. After the fullback dive was stopped on 1st and 10, the first quarter ended. Now the second team offense is out on the field. It's caught by Thomas Hunter, his second of the day. And Humperdink's pass is good for 6. Meaning we're at a 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. What is the Black Knights plan here? Drops back. It hits the back of a Rams jersey and it's incomplete. Was looking for Skylar Jamison, but finds the ground. And so the turnover still turns into points as the Black Knights take a 10-7 lead. Into the end zone, he's gonna run it back. Ham Hock on the tackle. There he sets up on the 26. Is that who the? Is that Scott Tolzien? I ain't heard that name in God knows how long. Regardless, his first completion's good for 6 yards. But still, what? Okay.
Let's go.
Just over the fingertips, and that's Quincy Anunwa making the toe tap catch out of bounds. Or did he? Apparently he did. There's nothing to challenge. Thanks, Madden. Love you lots. Black Knights look a little out of scheme for that one. And Tolzien takes advantage. As that time it's Bailey. As the Black Knight goes flying at the end of that tackle. Oh my God! Dorian Millens laid the shot, and he's hurt. Cunningham clutching his hamstring. We're gonna get him off the field and be right back. Well, it's been seconds later, and he's drinking Gatorade on the sidelines. If that ain't the sign of health, I don't know what is. Once again, another play from the gun here. Caught, but very quickly met by Jackson Brooks, number 54, on the tackle. Wilson only gets 3 out of it. And the closing speed on this man, almost like a spear running through you. Going empty tray here for the Rams. 4 receivers out wide. They try to make it to the outside. He completes it, but Tolkien once again. Sticky. Canuck only gets 1. That's going to force a 4th and 2. So after some big plays, the Black Knights defense clamps down in a big way. And wait a minute. A false start. That's going to push him even further back. I mean, it should still be a manageable field goal, but these are not the things you want to see in the preseason. No siree, no way. Kick is up, and Zerline, no question, puts it through. So we are once again tied, 10 apiece. Now it's DeMarcus Demucus back there, returning a kick. Doesn't even get back to the 20. He's got the speed, but as far as returner instincts, he's no Ted Ginn, we'll put it that way. They can't get the ball out quick enough. Harper sacks him. Was trying to set up a screen, but couldn't let the ball go in time. Lost a 7 on that one. That's the danger of screen passes if you can't get them off. Not what you want to see. Knightley goes in motion. The Wickets can only get back to the line. Not a great drive offensively for the Black Knights so far. The pitch, unfortunately, goes nowhere. Third and 17. Somehow, High points the catch as Quiver Knightley, but it's not enough for the first down. What a catch between two Rams on third down. But unfortunately, from their own 24, even the Black Knights aren't crazy on going for it in this territory, unlike a certain other team. Met instantly by Buck Williams from 24 to 24. How's about it? What a punt by Ballista, by the way. Now you got them set up in their own 27. They just flipped 20s. And meanwhile, they try a screen. Millens forces the football out, but unfortunately he gets the first down. A couple of Black Knights took each other out on the sidelines there. You hate to see it. Carry to the outside, going only for 3. Weatherford was on him first. But there were 3 or 4 Black Knights there ready to pounce. Only complete for 2 out of bounds. Tolzien hasn't thrown an incompletion yet, but he's not exactly swinging for the fences here. On 3rd and 6, they could really go either way. Motion. He's got the speed on the edge to get the first and a lot more. You gotta think the Black Knights were thinking right. Tolzien goes left. And Bailey has the speed to get around Fezmeister for another Rams first down. As my things continue to rebel against me. No, we are not doing no Super Sim. All right, hello and welcome if you're just joining us. Oh my God! Royster quickly put in his place. Fezmeister making up for missing the tackle on that other play. Power run goes nowhere for the Rams.
Let's go.
Another outside completion, quickly wrapped up by Buck Williams. Black Knights letting him have the underneath. That's Buck Williams' second tackle on the day. The draftee by the Black Knights this year. Proven to be a very sure-handed tackler. 3rd down and 6 now. As we approach the 2-minute warning of this first half. Black Knights Rams knotted up. We'll see you guys back in just a second. Got the Verizon halftime report coming up. See highlights and other big things you might have missed in the first half here in just a second. Tolzien takes the snap, steps up in the pocket. He's got him wide open. They went vertical and it paid off in a big way against man coverage. Not a great way to start your quarter, to say the least. They took a shot, and boy, did they make it work. Zerline's kick is up and through. As the Black Knights get ready to return fire here, this has been a heck of a preseasoner so far. Demucus on the return. He makes a man miss, and DeMarcus Demucus, untouched. Black Knights answer right back with a kickoff return touchdown. How's about it? Big moves up the side, makes two Rams miss, and is gone the rest of the way. I'm for sure going to have some highlights to clip after this one. Townsend's kick is up and through. And just like that, 17-17. The offense didn't even have to touch the field. Now Ballista gets ready to boot one. 6 yards deep, and they're just going to take a knee. How do you respond after that one? You wonder. Fudge. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome if you're just starting to watch. This has been a hotly contested ball game.
Let's go.
Takes it upfield before he's met by a mass of men. Quincy Anunwa does get 8. Five receiver set, is that right? I'm seeing that correctly?
Let's go.
Playing the corners here. Kendricks does get his feet in for the first. Black Knights are trying not to let anything happen deep. They let the mid-range completion fall into their lap. The Rams will get the ball to start the second half. Tolzien ate a heck of a shot, but able to deliver to Kendricks. I think it was Jackson Brooks who smacked into him on that play. Another completion for Tolzien, but he's quickly met, and the Rams have to call their first timeout. Or second timeout. First timeout was last time. Second and 1 here. You think the Rams would be happy with a field goal. But then again, who knows? I don't. Maybe they want a little more. Finds them on the corner. And not what you want to have happen in the last 2 minutes. As he gets beaten on the corner route and takes it into the end zone. That's pepperoni on the unfortunate end of single coverage there. Well, it's been a tumultuous few minutes, huh? And this time, Demucus not going to get where he wants to be. .38 seconds left in the half. Knightley comes up in a big way. Big reception there. And now it's the Black Knights taking a timeout. Trying to close into enemy territory. Motions Hunter out to the left-hand side. Jamison making a run for it. On a wide receiver screen, picks up 8. And the Black Knights don't have to burn up a timeout. Black Knights do have to burn a timeout. Can't decide what they want to do here. In these stressful situations, the last thing you want to do is throw an interception. Throws it up and it's picked off. Took a shot and Alexander was with him step for step. Single coverage, but didn't turn out the way you'd want. Played well and covered well.
Let's go.
Jackson Brooks makes the tackle.
Let's go.
That's the first, but it's quickly once again met by Samwise Tolkien, the tackling machine. Sure-handed and deftly footed. And that's going to take us to the end of the first half. Well, let's go take you to the halftime show where big plays back and forth between both teams, but the Rams taking advantage in a big way. dominating in all aspects of the game, but the Black Knights aren't out of it yet. This was the first rushing touchdown for the Rams. Bear finding Buckler 3 times on that opening drive. Akatsu finds his way for the touchdown reception. It did knot it up. And then there's the wide lofter that Canuck found in single coverage to give the Rams the lead. But then, quickly following would be Demucus on the kick return to tie it up for the Black Knights. But just before we ended the half, Tolzien once again finds Canuck. Or Canuck, whatever the fuck. Whatever the fuck. And that has led us to where we are right now. Black Knights down 7 at the start of the second half. Opening kickoff is away. And Givens will not return it. That has led us to where we are right now. Tolzien getting set up. Initiated the tackle was Fez Meister, and he's finally brought down by Will Scarlett, the draft pick.
Let's go.
Finds him on the corner, and he's going again. Scarlett has to bring him down. The Black Knights' second team defense is so far not inspiring. A very quick way to just flip the field there. And Tolkien forces the ball out, and that's Tolkien's first incompletion. Big misdirection play there, and Wilson makes it happen. This man always seems to have career games against the Black Knights. Meister able to keep him away from the end zone. And on 3rd and goal from the 2. He's met at the line. Stuart Hawk coming in like a heat-seeking missile. And despite a couple of the big plays we've seen, looks like the Rams are going to settle for 3. Short line drive is good. Pinnacle now on the return. Gets met on the outside. So the Rams taking lessons from their previous attempt here. Speedy Wickets on his second carry, this time a lot better than his first. And as we saw from earlier, that big kickoff return really sparked the Black Knights back into this game. But they're going to need a little bit more than that if they're going to try to make a play for this one. Caught! That's King Prince Chambermaid on the reception, and the Black Knights have a first down. They find Skylar Jamison, who has room. Gains 19 off of that one. Takes the easy curl, ducks a tackle, and gets into the second level. And just like that, the Black Knights are knocking on the door of midfield. That time, nothing doing. They saw the draw play coming a mile away. Wickets held to nothing. Second and 11 now for the Black Knights, already facing adversity. Humperdinck drops back. Had Chambermaid open, but can't get the ball to him in time. Hit as he throws. Chambermaid makes the one-on-one catch. And just like that, the Black Knights doing some deep ball magic of their own. What a beauty. Before he's wrapped up at the 7-yard line. They give Ham Hawk the toss, and he gets 2 yards. He's been taking snaps from the fullback position as well, in case something were to happen to Akatsu. Second and goal now. Thomas Hunter! Touchdown Black Knights! And you see why the team's raving about this guy. At the size of a lineman, he's making catches like Tony Gonzalez. Toe tapping even. Gotta love to see it. And with the PAT, the Black Knights are only down by 3. Humperdinck had a really ill-advised throw, but more than made up for it with that drive. Ballista. This one's gonna have to be taken out of the end zone. Fields it from the 1. Before he's met by a wall of Black Knights out of the 27. Roney was there. Hawk was there. A whole lot of brothers was there. Brothers. Whatever you want to say. They were there. The carry to the outside, tries to follow the wall of man, and that time Wilson only gets 2. Casey Haas is going to be credited for the tackle there. Trusting in the run game. That time pushes forward for 5. Carry to the outside, he's not going to get there. Millens and Buck Williams make sure of that. And a 3 and out after what we just saw last drive has to be positive progress. Who says momentum doesn't exist in football? That's a big, long kick away, but they've got blockers. Pinnacle with a nice spin move brings it up to the 24. And now with 1:48 left in the third, the Black Knights Wickets trying to make something happen. Not on that one. Michael Brockers said nuh-uh. Another catch for Thomas Hunter. That one's good for 7. Third and 3 for the Black Knights here. Speedy Wickets gets 6 on that one. It's good enough to move the chains. If you let the short, shifty man get outside, we've seen what he's capable of. And almost a horse collar-esque tackle, but it's uncalled. It's uncalled. Call an audible here. Doesn't do what they thought it was going to as they lose one. Black Knights only down 3. On 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Completes the short one to Chambermaid, but wait. That's LaMarcus Joyner, the one who made the tackle. Comes down a little awkwardly on his shoulder. Lynn Guns look away. We'll be back after these messages. As the trainers tend to him. We get back here. It's 3rd and 6 for the Black Knights. On their own 41-yard line. Hawk on the outside. It's picked off. He was looking for him. And it's going the other way. That time it's Jordan. Disaster strikes at the beginning of the corner. Here's Jamison making the play, but I know some people might be wanting to see Trebuchet take the start here after that one, but Hunter with another reception and gets the first down. Now the Black Knights thinking they might be in tempo. Has them led in that direction, but too far out to make a play. Knightley in motion to the other side. Wickets can't get to the edge. No gain. Third and 10, been a tumultuous preseason game for Herb Humperdinck. And almost threw another one. They brought the pressure white where they didn't see him. There to wrap him up, but wait a minute. Flags indeed on the field. And just like what happened to the Black Knights earlier, this time Scott McCready called on the face mask.
Automatic first down.
Wrapped up by Buck Williams, but wait a minute. Did he get a hold of a face mask?
Personal foul. Face mask.
There's another 15 yards you can gift back to him. And with a team that's already struggling to control the football, this is not what you need. Muscles off a tackler before he's wrapped up by another. It's Kanoosh. Once again, becoming the hero of this preseason game. Caught, but quickly met. 92, I believe that is Dustin Stevenson. Yes, it is. He's been having a bit of a show here today. Unable to wrap him up. Another first down for the Rams. Cabish was there, Will Scarlett was there, and Brooks was coming up behind.
Let's go.
Met on the outside. There's Fez Meister on the tackle.
Let's go.
Can't be brought down. It took 7 Black Knights. But that's Royster. And just like that, the Rams taking a 17-point lead. Decent return to the 26-yard line. And we're going to take a look at Travis Trebuchet now. Complete the Skylar Jamison, who gets knocked into the air almost. Catches the first down and gets hit with a launcher. Talk about some whoosh. Almost takes a shot at the legs to make that happen. Setting up a screen. Gets 9 yards out of it. Does Speedy Wickets. Chambermaid making another big reception. Wickets met head on. Despite it not having much success, the Black Knights at least attempting to keep them honest. Almost jumped the route there. That's Trebuchet's first incompletion. Chambermaid had to come up for it. And they're staying out there on 4th and 3. Why not, right? These are the game reps you need. And there's Hunter making the most of his opportunity for 10. He's got to be the big story of this preseason game so far. Knightley had it for a second, but was quickly forced out of him by Armstrong.
Let's go.
Trebuchet can't let it go. He's brought down in a big way. Third and 20.
Let's go.
And once again, Chambermaid on the left-hand side. That's his second vertical caught in a big way. Oh, my Lord. Whew. Whew. Oh, you feel for the little guy after that one. Upended. However you want to say it. Good Lord. Almost jumped there. Was looking for Knightley in the corner. Jameson, excuse me. There's Quiver Knightley. The Black Knights get a touchdown at the end of the game. The returner makes big things happen in a big way. No, the Black Knights might have let up on the gas in the middle of the third quarter. 31 points would be the second amount most in franchise history. You gotta figure they'd be just fine taking it. It's a big shot from Meister. And despite this game being basically over, they're still fighting until the final whistle. You just love to see it. Some might say it's a little risky and you should be avoiding potential future injuries, which you certainly should.
Let's go. Right 30 up. Three.
Big three-play stand made there, and the Black Knights are going to at least test the efficacy of their punt returning team. And it ain't great. Let's put it that way.
Get ready. Right 30 up. Right 30 up.
And the last play of this game is going to be a 16-yard carry for Speedy Wickets, as the Rams take away a 10-point win in the final game of the preseason. As far as I know, there are no major injuries on the Black Knights side to be concerned about. But a second and a fourth quarter not going the way you want, despite some improbable offense, kept the Black Knights from keeping it close. That being said, there were some good things to be seen here. But of course, as far as game stuff goes, next week is the big telling bit, what actually matters. "12 of 18, 153, a touchdown and 2 picks. Each of the Black Knights quarterbacks threw a touchdown. Rushing was not the order of the day. Aside from that last 16-yard carry, but not a very run-friendly day for the Black Knights. King Prince Chambermaid had a big come-out party with 2 long receptions. Thomas Hunter, his first receiving touchdown, and some other clutch grabs. Jameson, Knightley with the last-minute touchdown. Renakatsu with the opening drive score. Buckler was used big in the first drive. Catapult on the right side is credited with the 2 sacks. Tackles were a bit spread out all over the place. Buck Williams, Fez Meister, Will Scarlett assisted. Several TFLs, no sacks, an interception from Stabby Cabbage, a forced fumble from Millens that went out of bounds. Big plays to be made throughout the offense. Or defense. Just not enough consistently to what you'd want to see. But once again, next week, football means something. Townsend made his 1 field goal. Ballista's 2 punts. Decent. Demucus with the big kick return touchdown. 98 yards. Pinnacle had a couple. We'll have to I have to see. 340 yards of offense for the Black Knights. 50% on third down, 3 turnovers. Gotta clean those up if you're gonna do anything in this. In this league. But either way, let's go take you through the game debriefing. And get you guys to next week. Media question. Coming off a poor season a year ago, now less than an impressive preseason, where does this team head? Alright. Let's do a couple of key players here. The points here. Tackle.
Abby, you left your stuff.
Okay. Jackson Brooks. It's off that block shedding and that pursuit. Alright, everybody's bought their XP packages for the week. Next week we will open with, are you kidding me? A rematch? Oh, goddamn. Oh boy. Well, we'll see what happens when the games actually mean something. I guess that's the way to look at it. Anybody? Nope. Don't need to look at circumstance. Let's injury report. Nobody. How about the Rams? They lost Cunningham in that last game. LaMarcus Joyner tore his shoulder, and Lex Hilliard fractured his upper arm. 3 guys who will not be playing in next week's game. And now, like I said, I can use game prep in my own sense. I will do so before the week is over. And let's take one last look at the final roster before we start, before week 1 comes around, so we can just get straight into the game next week. Ew. Jay Gruden and Bruce Allen. Blech. Okay. So the way it's looking, Silk Bears penciled in as the starter, Humperdinck behind him, Trebuchet. Pinnacle, Wickets, Hawk as the running back trio. Akatsu, starting fullback, that was never in question. Conheaney, Buckler, Dagger, Knightley, Jameson Chambermaid, Shorty Knight, Thomas Hunter, Gerald Lord. Although we do run a lot of 2 tight end sets, so. Elwood's at the starting right tackle position, so who is... Yeah, I'll figure this out. Needler is the starting left guard. Haggard, starting center. Uther, starting right guard. Elwood, starting right tackle. Armand Hammer, left end. Dudley Cartwright, right end. Motherfucker, Weatherford Warhorse, Heiferhaus. Fugger for the moment, but I may put Jackson Brooks here. So we can have both on at once. You know, I just might do that. I'll let you guys know with updates throughout the week. Mucus, Cabbage, Meister, Hawk, Buck Williams. Tolkien, Millens. Roney, Will Scarlett. Townsend, Ballista Townsend. Demucus might have made a case to be our PR1. We'll see. But either way, that's the Black Knights roster for the upcoming season. Here's one shot of the upcoming league schedule, for us anyway. We have the Rams at the Castle this time. Then we go to Foxborough to meet the Patriots. And then head to New Jersey to meet the Giants. The Panthers come to London. Then we go to NOLA to visit the Saints. Our bye week is week 6. First game against the Cowboys, they come to us. Then the Eagles come to us. We go to Tampa to meet the Buccaneers. The Bills come to us. As do the Dolphins. The Vikings, our first ever game against them. Our second game against the Eagles at Philly. The Falcons come to London. We go back to New Jersey to meet the Jets. Then go to Dallas and finish up at home against the New York Giants. Not a lot of prime time games for the Black Knights this year, except for the Thursday one. But either way, that is our upcoming thing. I hope you enjoyed our little preseason exhibition. And stick around for week 1 of the Black Knights NFL season. My name is Tyga Thor. Here's some more good stuff to come. Go Knights, go!